Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of GG English. This week, we're going to focus on adverbs of frequency. Today, we're going to talk about three things: what an adverb is, the adverbs of frequency themselves, and how we utilize them in grammar. Now, adverbs of frequency tell us a lot of information. They tell us how often someone feels, is, or does something. Here are 7 common adverbs of frequency. Never, 0%. I never sleep at my desk. Hardly ever, 5%. I hardly ever take the elevator. Seldom, 10 to 20%. I seldom eat chocolate.
Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch a long, lonely time.
Sometimes, 50%. I sometimes use the ATM at school. Often, 70%. I often drink canned coffee. Usually, 80%. I usually smile as I walk. Always, 100%. I always say hello to my students. Now, 3 basic ways to form adverbs of frequency. When using be verbs, the grammar is structured subject, then be, and then the frequency adverb. For example, the Hulk is always angry. When using simple present tense verbs, the grammar is structured subject, then the frequency adverb, and then the simple present tense verb. For example, he sometimes eats pizza with his friend. When using auxiliary verbs, the grammar is structured subject, then the auxiliary verb, then the frequency adverb, and then the verb. For example, you should always wash your hands after using the restroom. All right, so I'm here with
Dasha.
Let me ask you some questions using the adverbs of frequency, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
How often do you see your parents?
Now I don't see my parents at all, but in my home country I see them every day. It's quite often.
Okay, so now you never see your parents, but when you go
Yeah.
home, you always see your parents.
Yes, I always see my parents.
I try to see my parents very often. Every weekend, I would like to go to my parents and to visit them, help them, and so.
Are they back home?
Yes, because I live in other city, so I need to go to my hometown every weekend.
How often do you speak English?
Here I speak English often because I need it in my classes and to speak with Korean students. I also use English, but in my home country it's about 3 times per week. It's not really often.
So back home you seldom use English.
Seldom, yeah.
How often do you go to the movies?
I seldom go to the movies because it's a little bit expensive in Russia, and I think there is no sense to go and pay a lot of money. It's easier for me to sit at home with my friends and a lot of popcorns, a lot of handmade meat or something like that.
Now I don't go to the movies, but I really enjoy movies, and back in Russia I usually go to movies.
How often do you drink coffee?
Or I'm always drinking coffee in the morning. It's the best drink for me. Every morning I need to wake up with coffee.
I don't really like coffee, and that's why I seldom drink it.
How often do you exercise?
Gym
Yeah,
exercises?
gym or more than just walking.
I try to do it sometimes here
Okay.
because I want to lose my weight. So I need to do it more often, but I do just sometimes.
Oh, here I try to do it not every day, but really often, and I enjoy it because we have free gym and it's a good opportunity to fit.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of GG English. Please watch us next week when we talk about prepositions of place. Thank you and goodbye.